Christmas and welcome to this special celebration. Today you are going to learn a special Christmas jollof rice which I'm going to be making with mixed vegetables. I have here my parboiled white rice, green beans, green bell peppers, onions, green peas, carrots, ground pepper and garlic, tomato paste, chicken broth, and lastly I have my fried chicken. You should decide whether you want to fry or bake your chicken. So I just decided to use oil to fry mine. And also I have a very thick chicken broth here. So in place of crayfish I'm going to be using this, and since my chicken broth is very oily, I'll use less of vegetable oil so that I will not end up with oily jollof rice. So I decided to make it easier for us and all the vegetables. I just kept them in one place so that it will make it faster for us. So we are going to start by frying our tomato paste. So I'm just going to go ahead and heat a little oil, then fry the tomato. So just like as I've said earlier, I'm not going to be using much vegetable oil since my chicken broth have a lot of oil. So I just use the oil I used for frying my chicken for frying of the tomato paste. So I'll just go ahead to fry my onions, then proceed to frying the tomato paste. So after frying the onion for 2 minutes, I'm going to be adding my tomato paste. Your quantity of rice should determine the size of your tomato paste. For like mine, I'm not actually making so much rice, so this quantity is actually okay. And also for making jollof rice, you can either mix your tomato paste with some fresh tomatoes. You can use any of them for making jollof rice, or they're all good for jollof rice. So I'm just going to be using just tomato paste for my jollof rice. You can decide whether you want to use tomato paste and some fresh tomatoes, or you're going to use fresh tomatoes and not tomato paste. So make your choice. So I'll just go ahead and fry my tomatoes until the raw flavor is gone. Meanwhile, I'm going to be seasoning my tomatoes with one seasoning cube, my ground pepper and garlic. I'll be stirring this constantly to prevent it from burning at the bottom of the pot. I'm also adding in a little salt. I'm adding in thyme. I'm also adding in this seasoning is usually used for stew, but I'm going to be adding it here to my jollof rice sauce, as it's going to brighten up the color. I just want it to have an attractive color, so you can choose not to use that. Most times I do cook my jollof rice without adding that. And also you should decide whether you want to use curry in your jollof rice. For today I'm not going to be using curry, so I skip that. So when the raw flavor of the tomatoes is gone, I'll be adding in next my chicken broth. It's really thick. And also I'll be increasing the quantity of water since my rice is just pre-cooked. If you have hot water you can use. I didn't actually boil hot water, so I'm using cold water. So after adding in water, I'll add more seasoning, chicken stock cubes, to my jollof rice sauce. Remember, this is jollof rice. It is better to make it spicy than being salty. I'll add more seasoning and less of salt. So after seasoning this, I'll just look at how thick it is. The rice is going to be so delicious because the sauce and everything is very rich, very rich. So the next thing I'll be doing, since I wasn't using hot water, I'm just going to cover the pot, then allow the water to boil before adding in my pre-cooked rice. Here we go. So my water is actually boiling. I'm going to add in my parboiled rice. When you're adding in this, you need to be very careful and not to splash yourself with hot water. After adding in my rice, I'll just season it with ground nutmeg. I love the flavor of nutmeg. Then stir to combine. And also remember, you can spice your jollof rice to your own taste. Just use whatever you have at hand and spice it up, and don't allow it to just be bland. So I think I prefer stirring my jollof rice with a wooden turner rather than using spoon, because spoon can easily get it burnt. So after everything, I'll just cover it and allow it to cook. Then also remember to test for seasoning. If it's not spicy, adjust it and make it sweet. This is jollof rice, you need to really make it spicy. So I'll cover it and allow it to cook until it is soft and the water evaporates. So you can see the rice is actually drying, so I'm going to lower my heat. I really don't want the rice to get burnt at the bottom of the pot, so I'll reduce my heat. And I'll also be adding the vegetables. I'll just keep it on top to steam, so that by the time the rice dries completely, the vegetables too is cooked. Leave your jollof rice on heat for about 5 to 10 minutes if you actually want to achieve the smoky patty jollof rice flavor. Enjoy your jollof rice with fried chicken.